Well, hello everyone. It's Friday, everyone's favorite day of the week. This is what I wanted to be doing here in a few hours, just go night night. It's impressive she can talk that much sleeping, but well, we got a whole bunch of things we're gonna do tonight. I'm gonna do, well, first of all, thank you all for joining me. I appreciate you guys watching this either in the future or live. It's always fun to have some viewers, and you know, just thanks for being here. I'm just kind of multitasking and making sure that all the audio and everything is looking the way I kind of want it to. So, but we are going to do the Gunsmoke Frontline boss tonight. Just a quick run, just for funsies, just because I'm looking for something to fill the time. And then we're also going to do expansion drills. In fact, we're going to do the expansion drill boss first, and we'll do that. That one's pretty straightforward, but I'm going to go over it in case anyone either didn't read what the boss does, or if he comes up again, you'll kind of know what to do the second time. I mean, there's still time to do it. You got till, I think, Tuesday. So, but let's start. Let's do our ritual 10 pull here. Got just enough saved up. We're getting, actually, no, we're not. We're not even close. I know we lost the last 50-50 really early, which was awesome, but we're still trucking towards the Chongju here. So let's see. We'll do one quick 10 pull here. Did not get it. I won't hype these up. Willie got mad at me last time about hyping up the normal standard pulls, and he got really upset with me and hurt my feelings. So now I don't want to do it anymore. Oh, Nemesis! Oh man, for those of you who were kind of paying attention to the they're not leaks, but the CN version of the game that got the Nemesis expansion key. Oh man, she got done dirty, dude. Got done real dirty. Her expansion key is just so worthless. But that's okay. There's... Ooh, double force rep. There's still hope. We're just gonna still huff that copium that the reason she got such a worthless expansion key was because they're secretly prepping the 5-star version of her character. Oh, yeah. Huff the copium. Huff the copium. Yep, 5-star Nemesis. That's what they're holding out for. Oh, okay. Oh, look at this. Didn't even start. I mean, the stream officially can't start without a drink. Or that. Let's get the. Hope you guys can hear that wonderful sound. All right, let me just check one thing on my dashboard. All right, looks good. It's really weird. My dashboard for the stream, I'm seeing like a perfect feed of what's happening on my recording screen, but like none of the audio like mixers are showing up as registered or anything. But hey, it's working, so I don't know. It starts with hyping up pulls, progressing to drama farming, and ends with react stream. No, dude, no. I will never. I want you to report my stream if that ever happens. If I ever fall into any of that stuff, don't let it happen, dude. It's so bad too, because if I look up a video for any game that's semi-popular, even if it's just something straightforward, right? Because obviously I can't be an expert in every video game I play. So even the guide writer himself looks up videos, and whenever I look up a video for a character, sorry, I'm supposed to be checking fixed keys as I talk. Whenever I check a guide or something, I usually do it in incognito mode because I'm like paranoid, you know, I don't want the government spying on me. But no, mostly I just I use incognito mode for a couple reasons, but that blanks out your YouTube search history, so like YouTube thinks it's a brand new account every time you do that. And you look up one video, and then it tries to give you suggestions based off that video. Oh my god, it's all the stuff you just mentioned. The drama farming, the Oh, dude, it's the clickbait is so bad, and it's not just that the clickbait is bad. It's the worst types, like you said, right? Like this streamer or content creator reacting to like somebody else's react video, and it's just like, bro, if I ever do that, you guys have clearance to hire an assassin to come to my house and kill me. We do want murderous intent for this boss, because I need the one key. There are ads on this boss, and there's a decent amount of them, so I think I want to grab cold precision. Yeah, this one, additional intelligence, and I think this will help alleviate some of the problems of killing so many ads and just having to like have downturns, or turns of downtime, I should say. Did I replace the right key? Yeah, murderous intent. Get back. Let's go. All right, we're good. I think she's the only one that needs a key changed. Yep. I don't need to cleanse, but there's not. Yeah, you don't need that either. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. And then I think we're Gucci. Okay, let's hop into this. Let's stop. Normally it takes me like 40 minutes before we get to actual gameplay. We're gonna get to it right away today. So this boss is actually not bad at all. If you guys haven't done it, we're gonna go through here, but it's very easy. I don't want to say it's easy because I know, like, you know, easy for me might not be easy for somebody else, but it's very straightforward. And we're gonna go over it here. So you can pick. Essentially, it's kind of like a big striking dummy. It doesn't have a ton of mechanics, so you can get away. This is easy. Just trick these 4. We're at 12 to get to 18, because I know you guys don't really care about pushing yourself too much, but you just want to try to get to the 18 here. So other ones that are really easy to accomplish, I think there's one at the bottom. This one deals extra damage to units with circuit overload. You're gonna get to pick who this kind of goes on, so you can always like, and this person should be in cover when they get hit, so this should be easy to deal with. I would be cautious of this one. I haven't tested it. I didn't do this one on my previous run, so I don't really know what's considered a high level debuff, but you can get around this with units like Centurici and I want to say Ksenia, or maybe it's Colfan. I don't remember off the top of my head, but if you just bring like 2 healers, yeah, it's going to slow the fight down a ton, but you can just never die and also not worry about the debuffs. This is the other one you could probably take. There's not a lot of moving in this fight. The only time you would even need this key is if you're going to have to go kill some ads. You have to go... They do kind of stand in really obnoxious spots, but you could probably get away. If you have like one really mobile unit like Diane, you could probably grab this one and then have her go chase down the ads. But you don't want... You definitely... Oh no, can I uncheck it? There we go. You definitely do not want to take this one. Enemy units take less targeted damage. That's a big no. Along with these two, the increased damage one's not so bad because the boss doesn't hit very hard. But the reduced damage one could kind of mess things up. We're gonna take the one above it though. This phase exploit weakness. We'll just take this one. You do want to try and match the weaknesses on the boss, but we're gonna do the Xiaomi with Macchiato combo, so that's gonna guarantee frost weakness, and then I'm pretty sure he's weak to. He's not weak to fire damage, but he is weak to medium, and that's what we're going to do Sharkery and Changju with. So you could obviously bring corrosion units to this. I'm going to show it with this team just because this is what I did it with last time, and it was pretty easy. If you don't have all these units, you can get by with substitutes pretty easily. Lukai could kind of do work on the ads if you wanted her to. She's not great against the boss. She is decent because she can just stack a ton of the... Even at segment 0. She can just keep spamming pinpoint detonation to do a ton of stacks on the boss to apply corrosive fusion. And then obviously you can once again pair her with Meech T and Pritia for the good old... That's what we're going to do in Gunsmoke, but for this we're just going to kind of keep it standard. So let's... Those look like fine spots. The first couple turns is like whatever. So essentially what the boss is going to do the entire fight is just sit here in this spot, and he's going to spam 2 things. He's going to spam this high density guidance, which is just, it does 2 different things, but as long as you have, where is the picture of it? I believe it's this one here. as long as you have someone in one of these corner tiles on the diagram, he'll just use that, and he won't use his the other version of it, which is where he does a bunch of other nonsense. This is the easiest one to just deal with. So all you, from the position of the boss, it's this square, this square, this square, and this square. So pretty much, if you've noticed, all these squares are behind cover. So we're just gonna literally be having Somi just stand on one of those 4 squares the entire top height. She's gonna get constantly knocked back. And we're just gonna walk her back up into it. That's kind of it. If you have good DPS, which this team might, but I won't do it. The first couple ads spawn over here on this left side. So if you push your whole team on the right side here, you can probably kind of ignore the ads. In fact, I will do it just to show you. Yep, we wanna Overwatch here. They're 2 really weak ads that spawn over here, in addition to like the little ones that he summons. So let's have you do that. Once again, it's a boss with a ton of damage resistance if he's got stability, so you don't want to do that. You could also, by the way, if you have Diane specifically, you can have her stand in one of those 4 tiles that I just mentioned. She'll do counterattacks on them, so we'll actually do that for the first one here, just because it helps build her permanent tuning stacks faster. But if you don't have Diane, and said this works with Centurice too. Whoever you can either put Centurice herself on one of those 4 squares, or somebody else. And just if it's somebody else that's going to be taking the hits, just have have them attack first. So Centurice puts words heat recovery on them. I did this a little out of order, but it's okay. Like, this is a very generous turn limit to do this. So don't worry too much about... I lied. She didn't counterattack. Yeah, don't worry too much about DPS. That's what I was saying. If you don't have these characters, like, not everyone has a... None of my characters are any segments, so that... Well, except the standard characters, like Changju. But like, don't feel like if you don't have a cracked Macchiato, you can't do this. Like, you could sub in Nemesis for Macchiato in this fight; it will work just fine. It's just gonna take you a little longer. This is annoying. This one's all the way over here in the corner, and I don't think we can kill him in 1 hit. No, we're not going to. So we'll have to do 2 hits. So his other big mechanic that I didn't mention is that anybody in this formation of tiles is gonna get slapped if they have to attack him. So if you try and like... Let's say we brought Sharkery back here, and we were going to attack him. He's going to counterattack her preemptively. So that's why you kind of huddle around these middle barricades until they collapse. This is kind of the safe zone. It does make chasing down these little elites annoying, but, you know, if you have a mobile character, and it's not the end of the world. Like this one here, this assault device is going to get killed by Sharkery, and I'm actually going to move Changju over here to kill it too. This one's kind of annoying, but if they live for a couple turns, it's not the end of the world. I believe for each one of them alive, do 30% attack? Which one is it? Nope. Nope. Yeah, for each one of them, yeah, he gets 30% attack increase, but like I said, he kind of hits like a little girl. He has not a ton of attack to begin with, and since you're always going to be standing in cover, you're going to not take a ton of damage from him. So, but we'll have... Oh, the other thing sorry. Lots of things to cover all at once on this boss. If you do have to attack the boss for some reason, and he's going to counterattack, you just make sure you're in cover when you do the attack. That way he'll knock your stability and you won't actually take very much damage. But we're actually outranging it, so we're pretty good. Next turn, we'll kill that guy. We'll just kind of hang out by him. Let's do Macchiato. We're going to have you shift over. She can't possibly hit this dude, right? Whoever kills these things gets a bonus action. Yeah, a little too far away. So she's just going to continue to wail into the boss. If that's your job, Macchiato, you do it great. Yeah, once again, did this a little wrong. I should have ulted first with her. I've joined. Sorry, Willie says that I see that you've joined the cult of Sharkery, dude. Not by choice. It was she literally put a gun to my head. I got gypped. I didn't get my bonus action. Once again, just have her run up, and we're gonna do a normal attack because I want her. And this guy's stability come. No, I lied. She's gonna ult next turn, so just get a little bit of free damage. But once again, she's standing in one of the spots, so she'll soak the stomp attack. That's what I was saying earlier at the beginning of the loadout screen when you're picking your like debuffs for this. You could take the reduced movement one because you'll see that most of these guys just kind of hang out in here. Especially if you have Diane, like, does it really matter if you go 10 tiles or 8 tiles? Not really. We are going to just... I want to alt so I can get a permanent stack. Oh, but that will anger him. Can we outrange it this time? No, we cannot. What's the best way to accomplish this? Can I kill him through cover? That would actually be the best. No. This is the one annoying thing about these. They don't have weaknesses built into them, so you can't, like, stability break them. You can if you force an implant of stability weakness, like with Harmony, you can shred it, but or if you have an implant from, like, Xiaomi's, like, Frost thing here, you can do it, but you can't do it just normally. I mean, I could let the assault device live. We already tested. Yeah, we have to actually be. What if we go literally the opposite corner? I can't go literally the opposite corner. Yeah, he's still gonna get me. All right. There was actually, you know what, the reason I'm checking it, I think it was this one. Yes, okay, this is why. He's in surveillance mode. I forgot about this. So when he's in surveillance mode, he's gonna attack, I believe it's the first person to go, and he's gonna drop a nuke on their head. And it's gonna hit him with some debuffs, which won't be too much of a big deal. As long as you don't stand next to somebody, you don't want it to overlap. I think we're going to... It's gonna blow your cover up too, so that's another thing you wanna... Is Sharker gonna have enough stacks? Let's see if I can really min-max this. No, she won't. Okay. Let's have... I will have a shield up this turn, right? So... Yeah, but that doesn't trigger it. Alright, whatever. Macchiato, you do it. Splat. That's okay, she's gonna get her shield back when Xiaomi ults at the end of the turn. So now I believe we're safe to kill these guys without any sort of repercussions. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. And then I think we're just gonna hang out here. I could come to here, but I'll get hit. Not that it matters. Oh, now she gets her bonus turn. What the hell? Game. You gypped Sharkery out of it, but you didn't take Diane's away? Well, that's super awkward. Well, okay. I guess we're just gonna kill this guy then. Because it can't move. And we'll just... Actually, we want to use some of these, so we don't overcap on this. Yeah, I'm kind of butchering the process you're supposed to do this. Like I said, you can min-max this really hard, but as you can already see, he's already about to be half dead. So it ain't that serious. I need you to stand there and then put the ice tiles there. But yeah, so if you just kind of rinse and repeat the same process for the rest of the fight, you'll be fine. He said you get 15 turns to do this, so... Yeah, this is the one problem about putting all your people on one side like this, is it makes getting to these assault devices very annoying. Let's do one of... Oh, darn. She can't get to here. I want her to stand there. Hey, you know what? Actually, it's not that big a deal. I want her to... Oh, that's right. She can't attack this turn. So she did take the circuit overload from last turn, so that was good. So she's taking the increased damage this turn. So we probably don't want her to get hit a second time, especially if you're using that buff that increases this damage by 60%. So you don't want to get her hit the second time, but unfortunately she also can't do support attacks right now. Unless it goes away. I lied. It goes away at the end of her turn. So she can do support attacks now, right? Right, game? Yes, she can. Okay, let's have her... Do I want to stand there to do it? I want to stand here to do it, and then walk up to the wall. And yes, that was planned. Oh, he lived. What a piece of garbage. It's okay. We're just going to continue. Actually, you know, maybe Changju could come here. Do this. So Changju will soak the next attack, but she should also kill this guy, which should give her a free attack. There we go. Or free action, I should say. And then we continue to just wail on this guy. Yeah, not a super hard boss, but fun and interesting. Yeah. We'll chunk him one time, and then we'll ult next turn. We'll have full stacks when we ult. Have Cold Conviction, so her counterattacks will actually kind of slap. My cover! So we'll have back to Xiaomi soaking the attacks here. Actually want to do it... Yes, that actually is the order we want to do it in. Perfect. Yeah, she'll be fine. Because she has stability, so she'll soak one more attack and cover. She'll be fine. Let's have Macchiato ult. I guess we could have Macchiato soak it too, because she's going to have a shield this turn, but once again, you don't have to min-max that hard unless you're like really under-geared or something. Let's have Changju. Can Diane finish this guy off? Probably not, right? Even with support from Changju. Alright, what's the catch here? What is making this guy angry? Didn't we just soak it with... I must have missed something. I don't know why this would... Oh, because that's right, because I'm going to get attacked by this little dude when I walk away. Well, we can just... clear the ads. I really want to hit the boss, but we can just wait till next turn to stability break the boss. Clean up some of those annoying ads. Then, whoops, did this wrong. Changju can come to here, and this time she won't get attacked. Get chunked for her health. And then we'll walk over here. Willie's asking, what is Diane's fan made of? Dude, nobody knows. It's like Captain America's shield. It's, what is it? Not unobtainium. That's from Avatar. I don't remember what Captain America's shield's made out of. Some goofy made-up material. Can you stop putting him in this corner? Chill. Like, this was about the time I killed him in the other run I did, but we're kind of getting a little creative with this. Actually, we'll... Yeah, we can do that with her. Perfect. So we'll have her walk over here. Not gonna kill it. I will kill it. I like. Somi needs to not take any more hits for a while. She's got to take a little 10-minute break. Vibranium, yes, thank you. That sounds correct. Let's do... So she should crit. 92% chance, surely. Surely. That should give her another action after this. Yep, and then we can clean this one up. Get another stack. It all worked out. Ice streamer off break for Xiaomi, yeah, dude. We're just gonna normal attack. I'm gonna save up all the stacks for next turn. I believe we broke him this turn. I wasn't paying attention too closely because I was, as usual, talking and playing. I'm pretty sure we broke him this turn, so this one more upcoming turn here, we should still have his stability. I lied, damn it. All right, well, we are gonna just go all out from here on out, like for the rest of the fight. Just make sure no one's standing in the bad. This will... Yep. Yeah, we can kill him this turn. I said if you... I did that a little wrong. I shouldn't have stood next to Sharkery when I did that, but that's okay. We're gonna, I said, we're probably gonna kill him anyway. It's okay to be sloppy. Macchiato, you just do your thing. This will chunk him. I mean, I know Changju's staying out in the open, but like I said, it'll be fine. I don't even think that there's a mission requirement that you don't die. Oops, not this one. Right? I don't think it's even like don't lose any units. Yeah, it's literally just beat it within 15 turns. So like even if somehow she got one shot here, which I super highly doubt would happen, she'd be fine. Looks like I'm gonna be a little off with the damage, but that's okay. I said if you were doing this under geared units, just, you know, don't get greedy and just continue to do the mechanics as the game wants you to. Who gets the glory? Okay, you know what, little gremlin. We'll let you get the killing blow. I don't know why. I hate this unit so much, but like she's growing on me a little bit. It's like having a really annoying younger sister, you know, it's like they're so annoying and you hate them, but like at the same time it's like, okay, you get a pass. Anyway, yeah, that's how you do it. Like I said, you could flip those around. We had tons of turns, right? Well, that was like what, 7 or 8? I think we had like another 8 turns to go. So we had a lot of time, so don't get super panicky. So just grab these 3, and this one you could, because he doesn't have a ton of stability, you could go all the way up to 4 on that if you really wanted to, especially if you match the types. And then, like I said, mobility is another one. This one's a little annoying because of, like I said, if you don't have Diane, this could be kind of annoying to kill the ads on the edge of the arena. But you could also kind of compensate with like Klukai by just throwing grenades onto the other side of cover, and then you wouldn't really have to move because she's got a big range with her grenades. It won't all die in the first attack. You'd probably have to like throw like 2 grenades or so, but... And then yeah, versus targets with circuit overload. As you saw, I think Sumi was the only one that ever got hit with this, and you just make sure she's not the next one to get attacked. It's not that big a deal. So yeah, that's how we do this. I wonder who's the boss going to be for next week. We'll find out. Okay, well, you know, let me spend a little of this as energy so I don't overcap on it. You guys can watch me get more or not. We finally did. It took, let me tell you this, a really quick story. I finally did get the last piece for the attachments here. I finally did get one of these. It's not the greatest, right? Like, they're a little low as their initial stats. But, like, I also wasn't going to sit and farm it for maybe another month plus to get a better one. So we just went with this, and then I got a little greedy with my recalibrating, and I just wanted to, like, recalibrate, and I think it was this one. I just recalibrated, like, how much gold do I have? Well, yeah, there was a 0 at the end here last week. I got a little carried away over recalibrating, and I really wanted to min-max it. The good news is this one's ready for those new precision boost chips, or whatever they're called. Not precision boost chips is what we have right now, right? Yeah, okay. Whatever the new ones are going to be called. That piece is ready. This piece is ready. This one is almost ready. Just needs to get recalibrated a couple more times. So that is a quest complete for that. Also, I hope you guys remembered to do your little covenant system thingy on 4/16 a couple days ago. Doesn't help you now that I'm telling you 2 days late, because if you forgot, well, then you forgot. Too bad. They'll be here next year. But we did that because I'm pretty sure the other covenants that I actually wanted to use that ring on are not going to be in the game for a very long time. So we made an exception. You know, it's a 4/16, or Klukai got something for her birthday. But yeah, let's dump a little bit here into how long till we get the golden chips? Man, you're asking the wrong person, dude. I got no clue. Let's go a nice moderate 90. We'll start with 90. So anyway, yeah, we're moving on to submachine gun and machine gun phase strike parts. See if we can get some of those, because I have really crappy ones. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Hell yeah! See, why couldn't it have been that easy when I was trying to farm Lukai's corrosion set? Literally like the second time, just an almost perfect piece. Game, why you like this sometimes? I mean, I'm not upset that you just get... Really? Really? I mean, I'm not mad, I'm just... I mean, okay, I kind of am mad, right? Like, I spent like a month, whatever. A month, and then I just get 2 of them for 2 different weapons. All right, well, you know, them's how the apples fall. Anyway, yeah, well, how long till we get those golden chips? Dude, no clue. No, so they came out relatively recently on the Sion server, like 2 months ago or something. So I don't know about that kind of stuff as far as the timing, because like, so they seem to align it with the characters. Like, for example, it's clear that we're not getting the neural upgrade system until Vector comes out, but Vector's also getting moved up in the release order, so it seems like they do tie. I'm guessing there's some back-end reasons. I'm guessing like in the game's code, like it probably points to different things, and they have to both be in the game at the same time. So, you know, it's like the precision boost chips, or whatever the golden chips are going to be called in English, those ones I think came with either Yohi or right after her with Niketa. I'm not 100% positive, but anyway, once again, like if it comes with Yohi, like we're getting Yohi's banner early, so maybe we get that system early. I don't know, you know, this is totally up to like whatever they want to do. So, oop, not my 416, we're using it. Excuse me, we're using a Wales 416 for this. Pretia. Who's the 4th one? I think we just go all damage. Oh yeah, duh. I need to bring the 6th team member. Man, dude, I really want Andros to be here, because I really want to put Andros in these teams so she can have the 6th team member buff. Chain Swamp, and then we're gonna use this wonderful cracked out Lukai. Dude, look at these stats, dude. My whale buddy. Hell yeah. So that's what we're going to be using, so he's going to carry us to victory. Let me just mentally prep myself by putting everyone where they need to, and then I'm going to talk casually while I do this, because this is like not difficult, and now that I've done it 100 times, I kind of have memorized exactly what you're supposed to do for this. Do. It probably depends on the story rewrite. No need to worry about it. Yeah, I know. Just I want it all now. Like you people who've watched my streams before and just heard me talk know all about how I feel in relation to them catching us up, the English servers to the CN servers. I'm starting to think it's never going to happen. But man, I really do. I can just hope. Man can hope. Oh shit, did I switch her keys? Oh, whatever. She's getting gypped out of 10%. 10% attack bonus. My run is essentially bricked now. Just crit harder, bro. Yeah, normally I would keep Pretia's skill to cleanse the debuffs, but that's going to be Michi's job. She's just going to be spamming the basic attack that cleanses it. I will keep it later. There's a point later on in the fight. I want to say turn 6 or something. Yeah, I want to say it's turn 6 that I need to hold it. We'll have her go. So when she does this, and then she... So doing this basic attack here, it's going to do all the things I need it to, which is going to implant toxic in... whatever it's called. Toxic inundation. And it'll also cleanse 2 debuffs from the target. This one, the only thing this one does that's different is that it would be putting, if I had the key, it would be putting the defense down on the boss. But since we have Klukai, a cracked out 416 from a whale buddy here, she does that with one of her... Dude, there's so much text in these abilities. Yeah, she does that here in her one of her segments. I want to say it's like segment 3 or something. So yeah, we don't need to hold the skill with Pretia. We can just have Michi do it. And for the first one here, we're gonna have Pretia soak the targeted missile because she's gonna be at full health. Because the reason is she's got Magellan, so she heals every time she attacks as long as she don't move. So if she just sits here for the rest of the match, she'll be almost full health the entire time. And then we'll zoom. I said this is just... It's a little unfortunate. Well, it's not unfortunate, right? I'm really happy what they did with Michi, where they like tailor-made some of her buffs to go with Pretia. Like that makes me so happy because I really wanted to use Pretia. It's unfortunate that the real mega synergy is blocked behind Klukai's segment 6. But you know, can't have everything. I'm just glad that just by having Michi in the game, they've essentially made Pretia a lot better. I really hope they do that for other units in the future. And they kind of do, right? Like Vector does kind of the same thing, and then they have some like neuro keys or neural upgrades that do it. Except for Nemesis, she got screwed. Yeah, we want to start with... Now this is the turn that's a little goofy. Because I don't want to break him this turn, so we are going to remove... Do the bare minimum here. We're going to remove this. And then I want to say this is exactly enough. Normally I just rewind if I mess it up, but I'm going to try and get it right on the first time for you guys. I did get it right. Needs to have 15 or more. The reason is because you want to break him on turn 4. Right now he doesn't have the vulnerability yet from this targeted attack. So we need to end all these turns. We don't need to attack him again. We don't want him to break right now or in between the turns, because if he breaks in between the turns, it'll count as it happening on turn 3. And it'll kind of, mostly it'll mess it up for later on for turns 6 and 7. So we're just going to not attack, which is unfortunate. But that's the real min-max right there. Avoiding word salad skills seems impossible for gacha. Even Hoyo with their oodles of money fall for it. Yeah, it's kind of like that for every game, to be honest, because you start with a relatively straightforward game, and then very quickly, like, how do you keep coming up with new and interesting skills and abilities for characters if you know, you don't constantly getting more and more complex kits, and the more complex the kit is, obviously, the, you know, the more words you need to put into it. It is an art for sure, trying to min-max the number of words in a skill. But it can be a little frustrating as a player. Like, for example, some of the new characters in Honkai Star Rail, like you mentioned, even with Hoyo versus Oodles of Money and like the top paid scientists in the gacha game world, researching 24/7 on how to limit the word count. They can't, dude. You open up any character, any new character's skills, and it's like 4 paragraphs. And then you go back to like the 1.0 characters, like even like Pretia. These are like kind of wordy, but yeah, they're not too bad actually. But yeah, you go to like the 1.0 characters in that game, and then you just see just ridiculous amounts, or like very simple, like ridiculously simplified skills compared to the new stuff. Alright, so this turn we gotta have Macchiato come up here because she wants to take the next targeted soak. Said I know this is like super interesting. This is the turn where we needed to use the skill, because I'm sorry, next turn. Because this turn we're still going to do a basic attack because all of Michi's stuff is on cooldown. And next turn she's going to go turbo mode, and she can't do it next turn. So in the meantime, we're going to do one more turn of just normal attack, which cleanses the debuff. And we're going to hold on to that. And then, what are we on? 5, right? So 5, 6, and then 7. Yeah, perfect. I've done this, I've been doing this all week, so now I kind of remembered the order you're supposed to do these in. There might be a couple other like min-maxes to this, but I mean the real min-max is getting a segment 6 Klukai in your platoon, and that's not really under your control, so. Yeah, and then you watch a guide and it boils down to use skill 1 before skill 2 and make sure debuff A is present on the target. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like they overcomplicate the skills just because they want them to interact with like either specific game mechanics or like specific boss mechanics. So they like put all these like either restrictions or like weird like utility type pieces of text on them. But yeah, essentially it comes down to press this, then press this, then press big Unga Bunga alt button. So this is the turn, right? So, because the reason is Michi wants to, when she does this, she still applies her Toxic Inundation to the boss, which is the reason why you wouldn't do it over this. Because, for example, you could just attack the boss and cleanse the buff off him, but also do, since you're exploiting, you'll put Toxic Inundation on him, but like it's so little damage it don't really matter. We're just going to do this because we want everyone to, she'll still put Toxic Inundation on the target, but there is not so much this, but next turn we want to be able to do both of those. I didn't explain it very well, but that's the reason. I'm pretty sure that's like on spot. Oh, hey, Think, how's it doing? So yeah, we need to Pretia to cleanse the buff so that everyone can unload on him. We should be able to. No, we want Papa Shah because she is the weakest of the group. It looks like she's doing big number, but she's not doing big number. Big sad. Followed by Macchiato. He's got a ton of stability, but we're going to shred through a bunch of it right now. And yeah, I think he's actually... In fact, I'm positive he's going to break between the turns or almost break. Which is good, because going into turn 7, you want him to be broken. Like I said, if you have a little extra, you could break him this turn, but... This one's not super precise, but this is, like I said, this is a result of breaking him on turn 4 back when we did. But this means that the final turn, when he's got all the vulnerabilities on him and you've got all the buffs on you, which is the big damage turn, you'll be all roaring to go, and you won't have him with 65 stability reducing your attacks. So yep, then we do Dreamless Night here, mostly because we want to give Paritia Dream Guardian, the support attack. This is the one I couldn't remember the word of. So yeah, we want Paritia to have Dream Guardian for this turn, and then you don't need to cleanse any debuffs. So I guess you could do it this way. We'll do it for a little tiny bit of min max, and then yeah, we just unload with the rest of the team here. I need to do Paritia first. Just because she's holding Majolinar, and she wants to end her turn as soon as possible to get the buff for not moving. If you use her last at the turn, she'll only use this for a couple attacks. And then we do this. I did my GFL2 dailies a bit ago to save up for the 50-50 before Michi Banner ends. Well, I hope you get her. Reckle Inc., did you get your Klukai to segment 6, or did you end a little short? There we go. Oh, I think that's my highest one yet, actually. Even with that mistake I made earlier. Ah, well, whatever. But yeah, and then for the second team here, I won't do it on stream here because, I don't think you guys want to watch another 20 minutes of auto-attacking a boss, but I usually do Frost Barrier. I actually would probably... That's a tough one. I think Frost Barrier wins out, actually. Yeah, but anyway, this team is something along the lines of this, with, once again, the cracked out segment 6. And holla out to your boy. There's another segment 6 in here somewhere, right? Yeah, this one here. Whoever's segment 6 this is. I'm not using it because, it's a teeny tiny bit less. He's got way more crit. In fact, he overcaps crit because you only need 70% for this mode because of the stage buff. But, holla at your boy for this other second cracked Klukai. Apparently, I'm in a platoon with a bunch of tryhards, so. This is the other team I use. It's not anything interesting to watch. It's essentially the same thing. I just have Diane do the cleansing, or maybe Sumi because she's got the battle pass submachine gun. And then yeah, it's just the typical fire support attack combo. Oh, you did get her segment 6, Reckle. That's awesome. Oh, you mean the platoons points? One. Oh, here, this one. I'm like, what are you trying to do? 1.1 million points. Yeah, I guess we have people that don't even like do this. I know we have some like under level 60 people, so they're not even doing the decisive battle. They're still just doing outpost battle here. So this isn't. I think we're like 3% right now, like top 3%. So we're like casual, but like a little less than casual. So we're like some semi mid-core, hardcore, whatever you want to call it. Not quite. We're not quite the sweats, but we're also pretty chill. And you got a 7-man platoon. Do you get top 50 with, or whatever? Yeah, I think it's top 50, right? It was where the first cutoff is. I wonder what a 7-man platoon could do. I mean, at some points, yeah, brute numbers are just gonna, win the day. But it also, once again, it also doesn't really matter because what are you missing out on? Is it? No, where do you? I forgot where you look to see the rankings. But what do you guys miss out on? Like whatever, 100 collapse pieces a month. So like one poll maybe. It's not that big a deal. It ain't that serious. Willie says he's got a platoon with 12 members. We do have 2 active whales with V6s. To be honest, though, I think that other guy I showed you, I think he had mentioned he didn't even whale for it. I think he just literally saved from day one. He was one of those guys that actually was disciplined enough to save from day one for the segment 6 Klukai, and I'm pretty sure he just didn't do anything but farm and save for that character. I could be wrong though, but props to him. I'm also sure a lot of the people that said save for Klukai on day one, I'm pretty sure a lot of them just stopped playing the game. So let me know how that worked out for you. Well, what do you guys? You know what? I already did all the boundary push for this week because I got really mad at myself after the stream last week. I just didn't do it the next day, and I forgot that it reset on Sunday, so I missed out on a couple of these. So this week I was a go-getter and I did them all. So I can't do that. We can't do challenge modes because once again, well, I'll do challenge mode as I talk. I'll hit on auto battle, but it's gonna lock us out after the second one. Maybe I'll just do. Well, let's see if auto battle can get these presets out of here. 416, it's your patch. You can cry if you want to. Do I want Michti or Paritia for this team? Michti, it's your patch. You can cry if you want. You can sleep if you want to. Then sure, I don't know, put some explosions there. Explosives. Dude, the Path Forger board game is tilting. I'm not even doing that. I'm gonna do that like the last day. I know it's bad. Right? I've heard people complaining about it non-stop. Well, people said they wanted harder content in the game, right? So they got it. Just not what they wanted. Really, AI? Really? She just killed herself. Oh my god. We have the technology. This has always been the funny part, right? Lore-wise, this is why they need a commander. Because it's like, while the T-Dolls are like super elite, like Terminators, like they just apparently can't figure out how to do the battlefield. And that was just lore accurate right there, what just happened. Like, oh no, Commander, how do I solve this situation? I don't know. Maybe by like just not doing it. Did you ever think of that? You ever think just not blowing yourself up? I mean, I blew myself up a little bit, but not nearly as badly. Oh man, he's gonna die to the dot, probably. Famous last words. Can I get to there? No, I can't. All right, let's do that. Then we're gonna go back to auto battle. Jesus Christ, game. So lore accurate gameplay right there. Oh no, Commander, how do I do this? Yeah, I'm not looking forward to T-Dal Monopoly though. I did the one last event. It wasn't called Path Forger, and it was a little different, but that one was okay. Are you guys just gonna let him walk up to that and capture it? HT, do something. Thank you. So this is like, it's... Oh, man, dude. Oh, man. Alright, well, okay, they did get him. They did get him. Have I read Felion Part 2? No, I've been slacking. I did not. I really wanted to, but I just got busy with other stuff. But I'm probably going to do that this weekend if I get a chance. I'm really excited to read how it all ends. God, I want to find out what my boy Dimitri's up to. Dimitri the Goat, I believe everyone's referring to him as. Yeah, dude, the story is usually really good. That was kind of cool. What the preset team is the entire... Oh, look at that, dude. They give you, like... This is actually the team that, like, this was designed for, because I believe Lada is the only other character that can do AoE support attacks. Yeah. Physical AoE. So, Michiti's skills, just like Pretia, converts them to corrosion damage. You know what? We're going to try it, just for funsies. I will use my characters though. And what's fun? Oh, it wants me to deploy these things. Explosions. Dude, our boy Dima, dude. I said I want to know what happens with Dima too. That was a character I did not expect to show up in part 1. When Dima shows up, I'm like, oh man, they remembered. What happened to his sister though? I don't think they ever mentioned that in the story. I'm guessing she's just, maybe she went to go live a normal life in the green zone, and her brother's just a piece of garbage hanging out with 404 squad. But yeah, so I wanted to test out. So this is now these are now converted to corrosion attacks, these support attacks, but we need to apply cold snap. I think this will work. It says Y support. Let's find out. I'm gonna slow it down too. If I can click it fast enough. Nope, I guess I can't. So these should be, yep, purple numbers. There we go. See, cool. This is one of the few characters that works with. So those go from 50% damage to 100% damage. So this actually kind of slaps for just like a free-to-play like unit. So another synergy that I never, well, I haven't put out the guide yet, but like I said, I never really see anybody talk about it. I know she's kind of, you know, free-to-play, not cool. Gonna get 2 easy kills on none of these guys. Come on, 2 easy kills. If I crit, maybe. And let's just clear the side of the field. Oh, wait. What if I big brain this? Oh, yeah, dude. In fact, we can even... No, I can't. Can't get to here. If I get to that spot, it'd be even better. Wait, what am I doing? I'm supposed to be letting the AI do this, aren't I? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. All right, AI, you take over. I just wanted to test out Lada's ability to see if it gets converted to corrosion damage correctly. Even the AI can't screw this up, though. I've already killed half the units for him. But yeah, dude, I'm interested to see what happens with Dima and Dimitri and all the other. Dude, like I said, they write a lot of the like male NPCs and a lot of like the other non like T-Dal characters really well, which is why it's always so weird to me that they put so much focus of like marketing and just everything They put so much focus on the that was weird. Oh, he's triggering his attack. I'm like, what is shooting the sniper round? Triggering that guy's attack in the corner though. But yeah, it's really weird to me they don't focus more on the like NPCs and like the human aspect of the post-apocalyptic setting that they're in. They really just kind of ignore it. Chances are that a lot of people don't have Lada, but they gave her for free. I mean, I guess there's probably people that didn't play the game on release. Dirty casuals. Yep, and then these are locked out, so our fun comes to an abrupt end. Womp womp. But it's okay, we'll do that next week. We'll do the boss right there, and we're not doing Pathforger. That's for damn sure. At least I'm not gonna... Maybe I will. Maybe I'll do it next time on stream just so you guys can see me, like, gamer rage live. We got a couple minutes. Like, I could end the stream. We're at an hour. I could end it, but... What else we got to do, man? I got nothing to do. I was a little too excited. I did all the other stuff this week. Yeah, we did expansion drills. This is done. This is done. Boss fight's done. That's just auto battle anyway. Yeah, okay, well. Well, I'm gonna play the other game mode that doesn't tilt me. Hell yeah. Oh, I can't do... Okay, well, I guess we're doing easy mode. I guess we're doing baby mode. Klukai is utterly busted, just like in normal gameplay. So this is the much superior minigame mode instead of that silly Monopoly nonsense. You know what? I'm going to be like the typical EN server player, and I'm just not going to read anything. I'm just going to play. And then as I mess up and I start to complain, you guys can explain it to me. See, I'm just going to click random ones. I don't even know what any of this stuff does. If she's as busted as you say, though, it shouldn't matter, right? I'm surprised I got hit with that. Oh, the goop. Oh, that's my goop. Hell yeah, dude. True gameplay. Large enemy warning incoming. Captain! So I'm just literally clicking ones, and if I already have it, I'm just upgrading it. That's my strategy. Get her to exclusive skills and speed up for movement. I mean, yeah, I could like listen to your advice, but I'm just gonna... So I'm role playing right now, trying to role play the average gacha player. That's very toxic, actually. I shouldn't say that. And as I'm role playing them, I'm walking right into bullets too. I need to live for another... How long does this go for? This is easy mode, so I don't remember how long this is supposed to go. I'll try and not die. Actually, don't know how I'm supposed to heal. Remember in the last one I played like Macchiato and... Or no, it was Sumia. And she had a bunch of like healing abilities or like abilities that would give shields. I will actually read these for a second. There we go. That's the one. I'm like, I know there's one of these that heals. Hell yeah, dude. Explosions everywhere, dude. No, I don't need it a second time. Oh, dude, he's coming at me. He's coming at me. Oh, and I walked right into it. I'm such a noob. Okay, is that enough for easy mode? Do I have to actually Please don't make me try a game. All right, there we go. All right, we'll do... Does it say how many I need to get on normal mode? 500 points. Okay, we'll get to 500 points this time, and we'll end the stream after that. Go to bed early tonight. I've watched some gacha account reviews. I was amazed by how casual most people are. That I think I know what you're talking about, right? Like those are the ones where they just like some random person just like sends the whatever, the streamer or whoever, their account info, and they just log into it, right? I don't know, man. That's like kind of clickbaity, right? Because it's like you don't know if these people actually play the game or not, right? Like it might just be someone who logs in every day, grabs the daily login bonus, and then just like pulls in the characters that they think are cool looking, and then just not even play the game. Like maybe interact with the game on like a very basic level, but like, and they said, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just it's like, well, yeah, those accounts are going to be kind of scuffy. I mean, I also know there's lots of people who play like multiple accounts for gacha games, which to me, I don't quite understand that. It seems, the reason I've heard for that is that they want, yeah, this one, they want to like, I guess like alternate which characters they get, right? So like one account gets characters A, B, C, and the account number 2 gets, you know, D, E, F, or whatever. So that way they have like, they can essentially play with all the characters, just not all at once, right? They just split it between 2 accounts. I mean, that's not a bad idea, but that is a lot of time and effort. But yeah, I mean, gacha games and mobile games in general definitely attract a more casual audience, which is by itself not a bad thing, but it really does kind of warp the game's development in a weird way. Like for example, the difficulty of this game is a perfect explanation, right? Like you get a bunch of weird situations where it's like half the player base is saying, oh, too hard, like this game was on release, and then they tone it down, they make it way easier, and then the other half of the player base is like too easy. And like one solution to that is just give you like varying difficulties, and that kind of works. Like doing the varying difficulties. Sorry, I'm trying not to die here because I need to get. Oh, I'm at 500. I mean, I can die. Yeah, it's like, so varying difficulties can be good, especially if you don't like tie too many rewards with it, because that's the other thing, right? The second you have varying difficulties, well, you got to incentivize people actually doing the harder content. So that means you get a lot of like rewards and stuff locked behind higher tiers of difficulties, which then just gets the casual players complaining about that. So, you know, it's it's like no matter what you do, someone's going to be mad if they're missing out on stuff, unless you just do it for funsies, like they kind of do in this game with expansion drills, where anything past overcharge or in your age 18 or whatever it is, that's like just for funsies. It doesn't actually give you any rewards. That's fine too, but it does eat into development time of other functions. And it's like, it's just one of those things where it's like, it gets hard to justify, you know? And it always is like a weird thing, right? Like, it's like you kind of want your player base to get more involved in the game and more, like, better skilled at the game, so that lets you do more fun and interesting bosses and content. But at the same time, like I said, how are you going to do that if you have to keep lowering the difficulty and make, like, baby mode difficulty where they never have to learn the mechanics? You know, like, it's a really weird and complex topic. I'm trying to play this game and read the comments at the same time. This is not easy. you have a... Oh, sorry, I literally wasn't looking at the screen there. Walked right into that. But yeah, if you have a desk job with lots of downtime, it's possible to keep up on more than one account. Like, I mean, not just that, right? Like, you don't have to just be playing at work. Like, you can come home and do all your dailies in, like, whatever, 30 minutes. And then, like, maybe you got a second account and you can, like, multitask. I've seen, like, little videos of, like, some dude who opens up, like, 6 different emulators on his screen, like in each corner of the screen. He's, like, multi-playing, like, 4 different gacha games at once. Doing the dailies and, quote, trying to speedrun the dailies in all 4 of the games or whatever. And it's like, you can do it, but it's that every game you play, and that's the thing, a lot of the mobile, casual mobile-friendly audience that play gachas, they play lots of gachas, right? I'm even guilty of it, right? Like, I play this game, I play Honkai Star Rail as the 2, like, main gacha games, but, I also have GFL1 and Project Narrow Cloud, and it's like, sure, it only takes, like, a minute, but the problem is the more, like, if you're a different, like, let's say you're not playing dead games, right? Like Project Narrow Cloud and GFL1, right? Like, if you're playing some of the more popular games out there that are, like, constantly being updated, like, you got to split your time across 4 games. And even if you're only doing the dailies, like, that's like an hour of your time, hour and a half of your time. It adds up real quick. I don't know if there'll ever be a good answer to that problem, but I mean, to be honest, it is a problem the gacha games created themselves. They all did this, right? They all went hard into the FOMO and the limited time. Like, even this event, like, why don't, and I never understood this about GFL1, why don't they just make these events permanent, right? Like, you can only clear out this thing one time, right? I mean, with the exception of these unlimited things, which you would just remove. But you could just make it so that you just only have to clear this out one time, and then you're done, and just leave the story in permanently, right? Like, I'm sure maybe, like, some of the stuff can be limited time, right? Maybe the challenge modes are limited time because all these essentially give are cool little, flex icons and stuff. But there's no real reason why I can't just go and do Macchiato's story event, like, right now. Like, to me, they're just, I mean, they had that past events tab, which they've removed. But they've had a past events tab in the game, they just never use it. And it was like that for GFL1, right? Like, you would be a year and a half down the line before they would add events in that were already completed. And it was like, as a new player, it's just really awkward too, because you can't even catch up on the lore unless you're going to sit there and go through, 5 hours of YouTube videos. I don't know. That's a big long rant. I'm not going to get in. Not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Yeah, Radical Link. If I had, I'd pull my hair out if I had more than one account for gachas. Yeah, well, hey man, some people, the one I don't understand is I've heard of mysterious people that have more than one whale account and or paid account. That's the one that really blows my mind. I can understand if you're doing multiple free-to-play accounts, but, like, imagine having more than, even if you're buying just the battle pass, right? Like, imagine if you're, like, having 3 accounts and you're buying a battle pass for each one of them. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. Say something, Michi. Michi da yo. Anyway, well, I think we're gonna wrap it up. We're at a really awkward time. I usually either end these at 1 hour or 1 hour and 30 minutes, but maybe I'll be crazy today and we're gonna end out at 1 hour and 15 minutes. Yep, I got nothing else really to go over, unfortunately. Next week we're gonna have, well, next week we should know who the next character is gonna be. Probably gonna be Vector, but I think we'll have an announcement before the stream, like a day before the stream, because this goes 2 weeks, right? Yeah, a week and a half. So we'll know who the next character is after this. What else we got? We have a new, I will prep and I will do the expansion drill boss right away. And so maybe next time we can do another one of these. These are pretty cool. I enjoyed doing this on stream. Gunsmoke Frontline will be gone. Good riddance. The much beloved Gunsmoke Frontline is going to be gone. So, glad that'll be over. Yeah, so we'll do some of that stuff, and maybe we'll do some more. I said maybe I'll go buy a bottle of Jack Daniels and we'll go do Pathfinder, and you guys can watch me just suffer on the inside. So yeah, you guys all have a good Easter weekend, and said thank you again for everyone who watches these on VOD, even if you can't be here for the stream. I really do appreciate it. I'm really impressed with the number of people that like, you know, click the videos and watch them. So really just thank you, and you know, until next time, catch you guys later. Say bye, Mishti. Say bye.
自我がなくて使い勝手のいいミシティだよ。
Mishti da yo.
私の荷物もうエルモ号に届いた？